Yo, what have you been? Alright, let me try and get my best narrator voice on. Quick brief history of hip-hop! Hip-hop is only 46 years old. It all began when DJ Kool Herc started scratching records and rapping at a house party in New York's Bronx. Hip-hop music began to develop as a local underground art form with lyrics that spoke out on urban poverty, racism, and a growing sense of economic abandonment in African-American inner-city neighborhoods. Hip-hop became a voice for African-American youth who saw it as a way to express the social, economic, and political realities of their lives. Essentially, rather than a simple hobby or pastime, hip-hop is a lifestyle. Through this lifestyle, specifically rap in the beginning, African-American youth were able to express themselves by voicing their experiences as an oppressed minority in the urban ghettos of America. Because of this, hip-hop became a vehicle of expression that represented self-expression, individuality, and defiance. Although this representation largely applied to the African-American experience at first, hip-hop's influence would soon extend globally, playing a crucial role in establishing youth identity. Today, hip-hop is the #1 genre in the world and has become a platform within itself, hosting many subgenres and an abundance of fan bases. Here are my favorite years of hip-hop. That was fucking difficult. My favorite years of hip-hop. Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I'm excited to be talking about my favorite years of hip-hop. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Alright, starting off with number 6. I actually have 3 years for this spot. I know I'm only supposed to do 1 year, but I just couldn't help myself. I couldn't decide which year I liked the most, so I'm just going for all 3. 1994, 1995, and 1996, which a lot of people consider to be the prime, the golden years of hip-hop. Those years are home to some of the most recognizable and classic hip-hop hits of all time, bro. In 94, we had hits such as Flavor in Your Ear, The World Is Yours, Juicy by Biggie Smalls, Cream by Wu-Tang Clan. I mean, you still hear the instrumentals from these tracks in like a lot of freestyles from like modern day artists and like a lot of sampling and remixing of these. That's because they were so iconic. In 95, Gangsta's Paradise came out, which was like the first hip-hop song that I ever heard in my life. And bro, instantly I fell in love with it. Because of that song, I love hip-hop the way I do today.
Shut the fuck up, no one cares.
Don't get it twisted, there were so many other hits that came out in 95, such as Shook Ones, Dear Mama by Tupac, Players Anthem, Big Papa, I got 5 on it. In 96, California Love, Ready or Not, oh my god, the beat in that is just, In 96, 2 of America's Most Wanted, No Diggity, Street Dreams, bro, that was just an abundance of fucking classic hits, bro. And I just gotta put respect on those years, because without those years, I don't think we'd have what we have today in terms of hip-hop. Don't you think? Although the biggest downside from like those years is that Tupac passed away in 96, which was probably, yeah, alright. Number 5, my 5th most favorite year of hip-hop would be 2013. Yeah, I feel like in 2013, 2012, hip-hop kind of started to change sound a lot. There was that whole drill scene coming up, the whole trap scene was just emerging like a volcano. We're kind of in the midst of that Drake era, if you feel me. 2013 spoiled us with hits such as Fucking Problems, which featured some of the biggest artists of that time. Kendrick Lamar, A$AP Rocky, Drake. We also witnessed the birth of Started From The Bottom, 3005, Crooked Smile, Forbidden Fruit, Rap God. Yeah, Rap God came out in 2013. And people are still doing a challenge until this goddamn day. That's how influential that song is. Versace, which is essentially the birthing of Migos. Shabba and Work by A$AP Ferg. Pound Cake by Drake and Jay-Z. Classic. Black Skinhead, Bugatti by Ace Hood, Cocoa Butter Kisses. There were just also a mad amount of hits that year. And let's not forget some notable album drops. Because the internet, nothing was the same. Yeezus, Acid Rap, Trap Lord, Marshall Mathers LP2, Born Sinner by J. Cole, which is actually the first J. Cole project that I listened to. Bro, Born Sinner was on repeat for me for like 3 or 4 months. And the album Trap Lord helped me make some mad gains in the gym, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The motivation was real! My 4th favorite year of hip hop would be 2015. For sure. 2015! God damn! I love that year. I feel like 2015, it was when like the whole SoundCloud era started blowing up. I was like just a little bit before that. So we had hits like White Iverson by Post Malone, which is, I reckon till this day, that's probably Post's best song. That and Congratulations are Post Malone's best tracks. All that new shit, I don't really fuck with all that new shit. It's a lot more pop. We also had Ultimate drop that year.
I am the one that don't need no guy to get respect up on the street.
No Flex Zone and No Tie by Ray Shremmerd. Energy by Drake. I Don't Fuck With You. Alright. Jumpman, King Kanta, Blessings, Best Friend by Young Thug, Fuck Up Some Comments by Future. Back to Back dropped in 2015. The only diss track that was ever nominated for a Grammy. The Grammys are trash anyway, who gives a shit. 0 to 100 came out in 2015 also. March Madness came out in 2015, can you believe that? Where You At, LSD, My Way and Trap Queen, Know Yourself, Rico, Halftime, Antidote, all those tracks came out in 2015. I feel like in 2015 was when Kendrick and Drake were like at their prime, bro. Prime Drake, I would have done anything for Prime Drake back in the day, man. If Drake told me to go and take a shit on my mom's car, I would go and take a shit on my mom's car, man. We got to witness a lot of amazing like album drops that year. This Bad Boy came out in 2015. If you're reading this, it's too late. To Pimp a Butterfly also came out, which is considered to be one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. Bro, they study that album in universities and it's no older than 4 years old. So that shows you how influential that album is. Other notable album drops were What a Time to Be Alive, DS2, Dreams Worth More Than Money, Shrem Life, At Long Last ASAP, Rodeo, and Barter 6. I feel like everybody started listening to trap in 2015. Like Future was such a hot artist that year, bro. DS2 and What a Time to Be Alive with Drake. Those are definitely albums worth remembering. In 2015, Panda also dropped. My third most favorite year of hip hop is 2011. 2011. I reckon 2011 was primarily dominated by Drake, bro. Like I understand Drake gets a lot of hate these days, but you can't deny that this man's influence is unparalleled by any other rapper in the history of hip hop. He was the motherfucker that made it okay to go on a fucking rap beat, you know what I mean? And in 2011, the amount of hits this guy dropped was just nuts. I'm On One, Marvin's Room, The Motto, Hell Yeah, Fucking Right, Headlines, that was all from Take Care, I believe. Fucking Grammy nominated, Grammy winning album. That year also Black and Yellow dropped, Young, Wild and Free, Look at Me Now, when Busta Rhymes just snapped on that track. That was like the original rap god. Freaks and Geeks, You See Me, and Bonfire by Childish Gambino. Bomb, bomb. I'm on my ballin' each and every day. Bomb, bomb. Asian girls everywhere. UCLA. Bomb, bomb. In 2011, Tyler the Creator blessed us with Yonkers, How to Love by Lil Wayne, and oh fuck, People in Paris. Notable album drops that year were Take Care, Watch the Throne for sure, which I love the album cover by the way, all gold and shit, fucking. The Carter 4, Live Love ASAP, Rollin' Papers, Camp, Finally Famous, and The Sideline Story. Okay friends, this brings us to my second most favorite year of hip hop, and that would have to be 2016. Yeah, I guess it's a mumble rap dominated year, but maybe because it's still so fresh to me and because the tracks are still not that old, I still fuck with it heavy. I think we could call it the year when autotune became dominant in music, I guess. I mean, that's when everybody started complaining about autotune for like a week, but then they got used to it after like another week. That happened, I guess. Tracks such as Money Longer, Bad and Bougie,
Raindrop, Drop Top, Smoking on Cookie in the Hot Box,
No Heart, No Problem, Look at Me, which I guess became very popular towards the end of that year. One Night, Broccoli, Water, Take a Step Back, Black Beatles, Down in the DMs, Snapchat Me That Pussy, White Wine, Do What I Want, Erase Your Socials, Too Much Sauce, That Part, all the way up, Liddy, Photosynthesis, not to forget to mention we had a fucking dope Double XL cypher that year, probably the best cypher yet. I mean lyrically no, it was not the best, but just the chemistry that these guys had all in that room was just magic, and I don't think it will ever be like replicated in that way again. The Quan also dropped, I guess. Hit the Quan, and there were a lot of dope albums that dropped that year too, I reckon. The Life of Pablo, Views, Untitled, Unmastered, Coloring Book, Evil and Purple Rain, Shred Life 2, Savage Mode, Slime Season, and I'm Up by Young Thug. Even Tribe Called Quest dropped an album that year. That's how fucking lit it was. Something about that 6, huh? There's something about that 6. Now, this brings me to my #1 favorite year of hip hop, and that would have to be, drum roll please, 2017. Yeah, 2017 is my favorite year. What? You got a problem? If you have a problem with that, you can suck my. That probably pissed a lot of old heads off. But I don't give a fuck. I think 2017 was a fantastic year. I think it was a really great year for hip hop. The amount of tracks that were in a like Billboard Top 100 from hip hop was like probably the most it's ever been in a hip hop history, besides like last year or some shit. So many, and I mean so many great tracks dropped that year. EXO Tour Life, Magnolia, T-Shirt, Red Roses, Baby Wipe, Crazy Motherfuckers like 6ix9ine dropped Gummo, Ben Struck by Lil Peep, Witchblade by Lil Peep, Garrett's Revenge by XXXTentacion, Jocelyn Flores, D-Rose, Ooh by Young and May, Wild Irish Roses, and Anita by Smino. Bro, like that was just an abundance of great fucking tracks that year, bro. Honestly, if I had a time machine just so I could witness those tracks again, I would fucking do it, bro. Just for the music that year, man. Lyrical Lemonade was so dominant that year. Like all these new artists that came up through Lyrical Lemonade really changed the fucking whole landscape of the industry. It was no longer about the artists that had the big labels and shit. It was about the artists that could like push themselves by themselves. It was like the year where the SoundCloud rappers were like at their peak. Like that was when they were peaking hard, bro. And don't even get me started on the albums that dropped. Love is Rage 2, Damn, More Life, Without Warning, Come Over When You're Sober Part 1, Revenge, 17 by X, Issa album which had tracks like Bad Business and Bank Account. Lil Pump dropped Lil Pump. There was so many great fucking songs in 2017. Again, I don't know if it's because that year is still so fresh to me and I still like have a big connection to a lot of these tracks. Maybe in like 5 years I won't think the same, but for now, those are definitely my favorite years of hip hop. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have your own favorite years of hip hop, comment them down below. And thank you for your time to watch this video. If you did enjoy and you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. It will mean a lot to me and my family. Also, please smack that bell button. That is the best thing you could do. I would highly appreciate that. And yo, till next time, peace out.